So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're gonna take a quick look at the Vitrica, which is a nifty little heavy blade which you get when you finish Nightwave Season 3, the Glassmaker. So as I've said already, you get a blueprint for this weapon once you finish Nightwave, and you then have to build it in your foundry. It will set you back 20,000 credits, 15 autokin cells, 925 oxium, 60 tempered buffolite, and 10 purified hexifron. Now the weapon has pretty funky stats. It does 333 damage per hit, 133.2 as slash, and then 99.9 as both puncture and impact. It has an attack speed of 0.833, a 23% crit chance with a 2.3 times crit multiplier, and 33% status chance, as well as 999 slam damage, 333 slam radial damage, 666 slight attack damage, and 1998 damage on a heavy attack. But that's not all, because it also comes with a unique mechanic where if you do an aerial attack, you will fire a glass crystal that will glass enemies in a fairly small area, rooting them to the spot, and if you then do a slam attack, you can shatter them, which does a little bit of damage. More importantly though, the shattering of the enemies when you do a slam seems to be able to proc status on its own, because I've glassed and then slammed into a group of enemies and was able to proc like upwards of 7 status effects at once. Now since the weapon comes with 2 V polarities as standard, you don't need to invest any Forma to run a full build. Now I personally went with Cleaving Whirlwind as the stance, but it doesn't really matter, it depends on which stance you prefer, so you can run Tempo Royale if you want to. Then we're gonna slap on Condition Overload, because the weapon has more than enough status to make it worth it, Blood Rush so that our crit chance goes up as we build our combo counter, Organ Shatter for more crit damage, Berserker for a ton of attack speed, and then either Primed Reach if you want a lot of range, like almost a polearm kind of range, or Carnis Mandible if you want big damage, because this will give you some slash, making slash procs occur more often, as well as a dual stat worth of status chance. Then I ended up going with Drifting Contact for the combo duration and status chance, though the weapon doesn't necessarily need it because the base combo duration on it is 10 seconds, so you can get away without using Drifting Contact or any other combo duration. And we're gonna top it off with Vicious Frost and Virulent Scourge for viral and status, and this is the mod set that I'll be using in the simulacrum as well as in the gameplay. Now unsurprisingly, the weapon does a lot of damage. Who would have thought that a heavy blade that's mostly slash based with good enough crit to run Blood Rush and a lot of status to proc viral and slash would do well. It will take a few swings to take out some of the tougher enemies though, because of the ramping up of Condition Overload in combination with viral and slash procs. This is one of the reasons why I picked Cleaving Whirlwind, aside from, Cleaving Whirlwind being really fun, because the constant AoE multi-hits are fantastic for stacking status. So there you go, a very solid and pretty cheap heavy blade that you just get for finishing Nightwave. The only, well, not necessarily bad thing, but unideal thing about this weapon is that the crit chance is a little bit low, so even if you're at 12 times combo, you're not in full-on red crit territory, so you're still gonna see an awful lot of orange crits, which do significantly less damage than the red crits. But other than that, it's pretty good. Even the unique mechanic is pretty solid. I expected it to not do an awful lot, it just glasses enemies, a little bit of crowd control, nice, but the extra status procs you are seemingly able to get by glassing and slamming into the enemies means that if you run into something really beefy, you can glass and slam it first for a big burst of status up front. So yeah, there is no reason for you not to get this. I mean, we've waited for the final investigation scene in Nightwave for quite a while, so just go and do it and get yourself a pretty solid heavy blade in the process. And that is pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.